Welcome, welcome. Are y'all ready for another story before bedtime? Or specifically stories before bed, that's who we are.
Yeah.
We are here to scare and question each other with different fairy tales, folk tales, myths, legends, strange, creepy phenomenons.
Yeah, and this is the one that terrified me as a kid.
Oh, terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, you know what, Michael? Maybe this one would be a special thing. Maybe you tell me the story.
Yeah.
If it's terrifying. If it's terrifying, let's see how terrifying you could tell this story.
Oh, thank you for ramping up the
I've been enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, for those who are just checking in, my name is Darren.
I'm Michael.
This week we have the Boogeyman.
Yes.
Or in many countries, not many countries, but I guess in what was known is actually really called Boogeyman.
Well, so
Or it has different spellings.
It has different spellings. So usually the one I'm familiar with is the Boogeyman.
Yes.
Came from, they were saying, Middle English, around the 15th century, from this name bogey.
Oh, yeah.
That means hobgoblin.
Yes, hobgoblin. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of like the Middle English word. I guess it actually has a meaning. I think they were saying that, like a meaning of frightening specter.
Yes.
So the thing about Boogeyman or Boogeyman is the fact that it's one of the few tales or folk tales that is so well known all around the world that no one can really pinpoint an actual origin story or how it started.
Yeah.
A lot of it, people are saying that it's really kind of like a made up thing. Once again, parents making it up to
scare their children about being out at dark. And I'm geez, thanks a lot for the nightmares. Mom.
Yeah, I know. And then, or also the other thing that they tell kids is if they're being naughty or if they're being misbehaving or do something bad, they will also bring up Boogeyman because just, in some cultures they have that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nuts.
It was kind of interesting, because like you said, there's different places in the world have different names.
Yeah.
I saw that in Bolivia, Colombia, Guatemala, it's called El Coco.
Yes.
Which sounds inviting. It makes me think of hot chocolate, but that's probably not the same meaning.
Yeah.
But then in Croatian, it's Babaroga.
Different
different takes on it.
Yeah. Yes. So it sort of evolved and changes form from all different parts of the world, right? Which is just so hard to really track.
Yeah, and when I was when I was researching for this one, like you said, it was really hard to come across any kind of origin story. It was just kind of they started talking about this boogeyman at this time. But there was no kind of built-in story that got passed down. There was just this kind of general understanding of you mentioned boogeyman.
Yeah,
a lot of people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Just to go over a few of the description from different countries. So I guess to start off, some have said that Boogeyman has claws and talons, sharp teeth, right? And then others claim that it's a monster that has horns and hooves.
Shapeshift.
Yeah, shapeshifts, right? And based on some of the research, some of the Boogeyman or Boogeyman around the world have the different descriptions. So, like you said, the ones kind of South America, like Argentina, Uruguay, Chile, Spain, their description is what you call the sack man.
Yeah.
Which they specifically kidnaps naughty children, making them vanish wherever. Right? So if they're bad, then they'll kidnap you.
Yeah.
Eastern Mediterranean, which is what you mentioned, Babel, right? Bubble. Yes. So their description in the Eastern Mediterranean bubble is that a tall man with a heavy black coat and a hood or hat that covers his face. He takes children away to a mysterious and frightening place, and and that's kind of what it does. And then supposedly after they take them away, they could keep them there forever, like, or the whole year.
Yeah, there was like, it was kind of like an unknown
reason why they take these.
Why they take it.
Yeah.
And what happens to them, But yeah, it was always hinted at that, oh, well, it was because they were misbehaving in some way.
Yeah. This part was saying how to survive a boogeyman attack.
Whoa.
And it's kind of like, it's a very simplistic solution, and it's a solution that pretty much everyone can think of and or probably can guess. Is that they're saying that the simple way is just never to venture into the dark. Don't go into dark corners. Don't do any of that. Just have all the lights on, basically.
Don't go to sleep. You'll be fine. If you fall asleep, but you know.
Yeah. So that's why they and this is also, they also detail here that this is not only for kids. So supposedly, like, the boogeyman could attack adults too. They could.
Oh yeah, and I have a story about.
Oh yeah, yes, I love to hear it. Yeah. Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. I was living in this apartment over in Igor, California.
Oh, so now we're not even talking about this story. We're talking about true story.
True story.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's late at night one night, right? And so where my bedroom was, it was like right in front of, to go into my bedroom, there's this hallway, right?
Yeah.
You just go down this very narrow hallway, and like literally on either side are closets.
Okay.
So I don't know what it was.
Okay.
But it's late at night, right? I have my room light in the bedroom.
Yeah.
It's all dark in the hall, but the light from the room, it casts, just like there's a little glow out into the hallway. Yeah. So even though, so if the lights in the bedroom were off, then it would be completely dark out.
Yeah.
Okay. I was literally climbing into bed, and I look out into the hall. Not kidding. I saw this black entity.
Oh God.
Start coming.
Oh my God.
Towards the room. I think that may have been the most creeped out I've ever been. I literally knocked the light off, and I pulled the covers all the way over my head and slept that way the entire night. It was almost like reverting back to childhood. They can't get me if I'm under the covers or something like that. So it was just, I was so freaked out. I pulled the covers over, laying there thinking did I really see that? What the heck was that? It was moving.
Okay.
And
then you're for sure that you're alone, no one else in the...
Oh yeah. Well, I was the only human, let's say.
Okay.
There. But it literally did feel like there was some kind of entity there coming at me. Now,
oh my God, crazy.
But I mean, looking back on it now, in hindsight, objectively, I can kind of look at it and maybe go, maybe that was a trick of my imagination or something, or with the light in my room, maybe casting off me, climbing into bed, somehow through this black thing out there. But the way it moved is what just freaked me out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you have any pets at the time?
No. So it was just literally me in that hour.
Okay. Because I was about to say, if you have a dog or something, maybe he heard the dog bark.
Yeah.
You know how dogs have the senses of
Yeah, or they're like, if you don't see them moving, but then like as they're moving, they cast like a shadow, and so you see that and think that. I think that was really too what freaked me out, because I was like, I knew there was no. I didn't have a cat or a dog coming into the room to join me. It was like, I was just like, what the hell is out there, It was just like this weird feeling of like, oh my God, I'm going to be swept up in the darkness.
Oh, it's not even a feeling that someone broke in or whatever.
No, well, I don't know. It was so weird. It was almost that thought of like, oh my God, I've got like fight back. This is like a black entity thing. I'm not gonna fight that. I'm going under the covers.
Yeah, and then there's no chance for you to turn on all the lights either.
I think
that was freaked out.
I was so freaked out. I was if I make it all dark, then I'm not gonna even notice if there really is another thing in there. It'll just be like. It was weird. It was like in my head, I was like, oh, that'll just wash it out. It'll either kill me or it won't. If it was just, let's say a trick of mine, I'm like fascinated that I could conjure up something that like just powerful and specific, because it was like literally seeing movement of not a being, not like a physical thing.
Like you can't really make out a face or like
no face, just a darkness. But a darkness that has movement to it. It's not just static sitting coming towards you.
Yeah, so thank you all for watching, and this is our week of Boogeyman and Michael's Boogeyman, all our childhood fears.
Yeah.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight. Yeah, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, or share.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.